Yellow. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am starting with the bathroom on the main level, so let's get into it. All right, guys, so I am going to be really transparent here. My laptop stopped, I don't want to say stopped working, but got a virus about 2 months ago. And I have been doing I've always filmed on my phone, but all of my uploading and editing and everything like that from my cell phone. And I have been going back and forth with purchasing a laptop. I'm definitely going to get one, but here's what I'm saying. My husband and I are very frugal. Okay, we're very frugal people. We do not, go to clubs, go out. I mean, I used to do those things. Don't get me wrong. We don't drink. We don't smoke. I definitely used to do those things. And I'm going to talk about that later on, but we don't do that. We drive, I drive an 07, okay, an 07 Nissan. Our cars are paid off. We don't charge on credit cards. We definitely live totally beneath our means. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I watch I've been on YouTube for several years and really never had the balls until this year to post anything. But I watch, a lot of YouTubers and a lot of cleaning YouTubers. And I see that, they have all this fancy equipment and this fancy editing, these fancy editing skills and, shots of different angles and fancy music and things like that. And, although we do have, savings and things of that nature, I told my husband, I was like, okay, I'm just going to use money from the savings and I'm going to go buy new equipment. I'm going to buy a new laptop. I'm going to, purchase whatever, find music, figure it out and, do all that. And I just want to say that it is okay. Don't compare yourself to other people. It's okay to find inspiration from people and admiration. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Inspiration, let's go with that. It is okay to get inspiration from other people and want to do better for yourself and want to, take yourself to the next level. But don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to compromise your financial status or you're going to do something that you're going to regret. You know what I mean? I have been saving for a laptop and I'm definitely going to buy one probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so then I know that they have Black Friday deals. But I just want to say that it is okay to, I want to say compare yourself as far as inspirational wise, but don't do that to where you are going to get yourself into a pickle, if that makes sense. And another reason why I bring this up is because I know that we are headed into the holidays and I know people are struggling, I don't know, not getting any, political or anything, but I definitely think that, people are saying that we're headed into a recession. I think if you ask me, we're already in one, but things are so expensive. And I know people are working their butts off, to provide for their families and things are expensive. Kids nowadays, they are so into technology. They want these PS5s and iWatches and MacBooks and things that are so expensive. And I guess what I'm trying to say is just stick to your budget. Don't outdo yourself, charging on credit cards and you're going to regret it later or you won't be able to pay it later, things of that nature. It's not worth it. It really isn't. And if I'm being completely honest, now that I am older, I'm really not into, I don't want to say I'm not into the holidays because, you know, getting in the holiday spirit makes you joyful and happy and all that. But gifts just aren't important to me, you know? I don't care about getting a gift. I loved giving and, you know, giving. I think Christmas and all that is, you know, for the kids and, you know, giving for the kids and things like that. But they don't need to have all these expensive things. And honestly, if you can't do it, you can't do it. One thing that this is a suggestion you can do too for your family. My husband's family, they every year they pull, like they put each other's names in a little bucket, and they will pull a name out, and whatever person's name that you get, you will buy however many gifts that you can buy within a $75 budget or $100 budget, whatever the budget is. I don't think it's gone over $100, but you know, that's definitely something that you can do for your family if, you know, if things are tight. Another thing that you can do is just buy gifts for the kids. I know that one year, I believe it was the year of COVID. I don't know if I can say that because YouTube is really finicky with certain words, but I think it was that year or, excuse me, the year after. I remember I told my husband, I was like, you know what, we're just going to buy gifts for the kids. And so we did that. And it was funny because I think like one family member asked my husband, like, are you guys struggling? But anyways, what I'm trying to say is really, you guys who don't care what people think of you, there are other things that you can do to, you know, to give for your family or to save some money. Like that's another suggestion, you know, just have the adults tell your family, or if you really are struggling and you can't do it, tell your family you can't do it. You know what I mean? Make a gift. Bake some bread. If you have any suggestions as far as brands go for a reliable and sustainable laptop, please, you guys, let me know. I would wholeheartedly appreciate that in the comments. I did call a couple of places and they wanted $150 per hour to remove the virus. And the laptop that I have is very old. It's like 4 or 5 years old. And so I just didn't want to invest, you know, that I know some of you guys are like, it's only $150, but I can use that $150 towards a brand new laptop. And that's the way that I look at it. And that's what I'm going to do. So I did look at some brands, and of course, Apple is the number one. Apple Air, whatever you call it, MacBook Pro, all of that. And you guys, I am not an Apple user. I have an Android, I have a Samsung phone, and I do not prefer Apple products. Let me tell you why, okay? Say Apple made a car. If you bought that Apple car, you would have to buy Apple wheels, Apple engine, Apple steering wheel, Apple gas, Apple oil, Apple windows, Apple seats, Apple, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing all that. Like, I just feel like they purposely make things like if I were to buy an Apple laptop and then have my, you know, Samsung phone, I feel like it would run slow. And, you know, I feel like they purposely do that because they want you to buy their product. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. And my Shark definitely overheated right here. I was just like, I was right in the middle of getting the stairs done, but I did end up getting those 2 stairs nice and vacuumed off. And I'm just showing you guys here the front room. It's definitely a vibe. I love when you I love switching things up, and then the room is just so inviting and it makes you want to sit in it and spend time in it. You know what I mean? I love that so much. Ever since I painted the wall, every morning now when I drink my coffee, like my son likes to come and sit on the couch and look out the window, and I just drink my coffee and spend more time in the room because it just makes you feel good. And I've been thinking in this room, so this gray paint, the room was already painted this color when we bought the house, but because I've been honestly thinking about maybe lightening it up, because the wooden floors are like a cherry, like darker wood color, this room, I just feel like it's just a lot darker, like dark on dark makes a room, feel more enclosed and smaller. And as I don't know if some of you guys don't know, but on the other side of the fireplace, there's like another open area that I use as an office. And it is a very large, it's a large master bedroom. And so I don't know, I think eventually I will probably paint it a lighter gray or something like that. And the trim that you see, maybe I will get up a little bit closer, but there is definitely trim throughout both rooms. And I would like to paint that white because I feel like that would definitely make the trim pop out a lot better. We got this comforter at Sam's for, I think it was $79. And it is it's so warm, so comfortable, and thick. Like, it's one of those all year round blankets. I highly recommend it, but I will say that ever since we bought it, I have not seen it there again, which totally is such a bummer because I would definitely buy another one for the spare bedroom and also one for my son when he gets older. And I did a lot of laundry. I did about, I want to say 3 loads. I got the rugs in the bathroom cleaned. I washed the comforters. I washed my son's comforters, his rug, and got all of that, done. I didn't film that because it was just a lot of back and forth transferring it from the washer to dryer and so forth. So now I'm just getting my son's clothes nice and organized and getting those put away. And I'm going to go ahead and change his sheets as well. I definitely need to his, I don't even know what to call it. I'll call it a pee protector. I need to get that up and wash that soon. So the next time I change his sheets, I'll definitely do that and probably wash the pillow covers. I like to do that every so often too, about once a month or so. My son gets so hot at night that he doesn't even use the blankets. So usually what I end up doing is I'll fold it, and if it's a cold night, I'll put it over his legs when we put him to sleep. But 9 times out of 10, he will definitely kick those blankets off. He is for sure hot-blooded. So I'm just getting his bookshelf nice and cleaned off, and this TV here that we have in his room, we actually use this for our old computer that we no longer have. We still have the, I think it's called the motherboard, right? The base of the computer, which I'm not sure what we're gonna do with. I don't know if we're gonna get a new hard drive or whatever for it, but so yeah, so we just took the screen and moved it into his room, and he really doesn't even watch the TV at all. But I'm sure that when he gets a little bit older, maybe he'll, use it more often and, play more in his room. And of course, since I'm in here, he's got to come right in here. He just got out of the bath, so he's always just my little shadow, and I absolutely love it. All right, so I'm just getting these soaps together and getting them organized in the bin. I did clean the shower and the toilet and the tub not too long ago, so I didn't end up cleaning it in this video, but just cleaned down the countertops and the mirror and got everything wiped down, so it was nice and neat. If you are someone who watches my videos and watches it all the way through, I just want to say that I seriously do appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know that earlier I may have sounded unappreciative, but I totally am not. I do want to improve, and I want to learn new editing skills and learn how, all these music programs, how to incorporate better music, what kind of music is out there without getting, copyright, and things like that. I definitely do want to improve. And I know that that's something that's going to take time, and it will happen, speak it into existence. I know that it will happen. And I don't want to rush. I feel like like I said, that whole comparison thing earlier is me just rushing, and I don't want to do that. This is something that is so fun, you guys. It can definitely be frustrating, but it is very fun, and I feel like editing and video making and all of that is definitely a quality and a skill that can take you far, especially in today's world. Businesses are evolving just with technology, right along with technology, and it's definitely a marketable skill to know and learn and know what you're doing as far as video content and things like that. So we are nearing the end. I am just using my staple, my lemon Lysol that I love so much, smells so good, and I'm just getting these cabinets wiped down. And I'm going to be vacuuming this rug, and I hate vacuuming this rug. As you guys know, it gets caught in my vacuum all the time. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take the stick off and I'm just gonna see if it'll work better doing it by hand. And although it got caught a couple of times, it was definitely a lot easier doing it this way because I used my foot to kind of hold the rug down on the places that it was getting caught. And here we are, everything is nice and clean and smelling fresh. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving.